All-State speech,
Best car in the lot.
an interview with Coach Farringer, and more. I'm Gavin.
And I'm Deji.
Welcome to Bulldog Bites.
Although group speech is over, the celebration is not. Ms. Eisenbrand gives us more information.
Group speech competition starts with district competition, and if they advance, they then compete at a state level in one of 4 centers. The top competitors at each center are then recommended to All-State, a competition held in Ames. This year, Lamar's had 2 groups that were chosen to present and compete for the Critics' Choice, the top award in the state. Lamar's has a history of having students present at All-State, but the Critics' Choice has not been won since 2001. The 2 groups invited to perform were television newscasting featuring Luke Larson, Addison Hawk, Theo Trimble, Alejandro Hernandez, Hunter Mullally, Zoe Jepson, and Quinn Lasky, and the group improv of Jenna Morris and Ryder Mullally. On February 16th, students and their coaches, Mrs. Homeless, Mrs. Wright, and Mrs. Boovie, traveled to Ames to present and compete at All-State the following day. At the end of the day, all the students gathered to hear each judge present the winning entry.
This was a really hard choice because everybody was so dope today, and I just want to say sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, if I saw you today, keep going, keep supporting each other, and keep performing. You all were amazing. The Critics' Choice for group improv goes to Morrison Mullally.
The Critics' Choice was awarded to Jenna and Ryder. They made school history. You know, Jenna and Ryder had just started working together this year, but they both have a history with speech.
My stepsister actually went to All-State with Galen in group improv when I was in 8th grade, and we went and watched her, and when I saw her up there doing that, I was like, that's what I want to do. I knew I was going to do speech in high school, but I was like, I want to do that.
I kind of have a similar story. When I was younger, my sister did speech in high school, and she was telling me about improv, and I thought it was really fun, so I knew when I got into high school I wanted to do the same thing.
Jenna and Ryder explained why they think their performances stand out above the rest.
I feel like we aren't afraid to pull out the wacky, crazy ideas. Like, we're not afraid to get physical, like throw each other to the ground. We're not afraid to take the angle that most people are like, well, why would that happen? Because it's funny. Like, yeah, it's the most outlandish idea, but it's funny, and that's the point of group improv. It's supposed to be funny. So, and it also helps that the comedy we use in improv is our actual comedy. Like, that's how we are in person. So it's not like we're trying to put on a different persona. We're just us up there.
Preparing for a performance, especially improv, can be nerve-wracking.
Ryder throws up.
Yeah, I did throw up at All-State.
We usually do a couple warm-up rounds because usually our first couple in the morning aren't very good. So we're like, okay, we got to get the bad ones out of our belt. That way we can get our minds straight and like, okay, once we do a couple, then our heads, I feel like, are in the game and we know, okay, the ideas are starting to flow.
Ryder believes they have a reason for why they are so creative.
Not saying no, and by not being afraid to put yourself out there and do weird stuff in front of a lot of people.
When preparing an improv, the students have 2 minutes to decide what they are going to do. Jenna and Ryder have specifics they plan for.
So there's kind of unspoken rules of improv, such as having a good storyline that flows throughout the entire thing, having a beginning, middle, and an end, and then
have a unique story, like take the prompt and then like make like a twist on it, and then for the beginning, middle, and end, like for the middle part, we kind of strive to have like 3 things to do in the middle until we go to our conclusion.
So we kind of found in the beginning of the season, we struggled with, okay, we got to the middle, but what do we do with it? Like, we planned it out, like we planned everything out, but how do we get from the middle to the end? So then we came up with the rule of 3, where we do 3 things in the middle, and after we do the 3rd thing, it's okay to end it. Even if it's early, you know, we incorporate everything, it made a storyline, it's okay to end.
Jenna and Ryder definitely believe that participating in speech has benefited them in other areas of life.
Me, I just did a college scholarship audition for theater, and I got up in front of the critique and I froze. Like, the entire script went out of my head and I just improv'd the entire thing because she didn't have the script in front of her. She didn't know what it was about. So I feel like improv really helped me get through that experience of I blanked, so I was just able to come up with something on the spot and go with it.
I think it's helped me like get out of my comfort zone, you know, and I think it also helped me throughout my other speech events, like my acting piece for individual speech, because if you can go in front of a crowd without a script and perform, I think performing in front of a crowd with a script and knowing what you're going to do is going to be a lot easier.
Jenna and Ryder have advice for anyone who is thinking about trying speech.
I would just say, just do it.
Just go for it, just join, and you'll find out that it's a lot better than what you thought it was gonna be. Like, you think it's gonna be this big scary experience when actually half of your practice is just joking around with the coaches.
Each school that has a group that wins the Critics' Choice receives the banner to display for one entire school year. It will then go back to Ames the next year for the next group. Congratulations, Jenna and Ryder, and all of the speech coaches.
Congratulations. Hopefully we will have some all-state nominations from individual speech competitions too. Results will be announced March 11th or soon after.
Warmer weather means spring sports have started. Dave and I had an opportunity to interview Coach Farringer about the upcoming men's soccer season.
At LCHS, I had time to interview Coach Farringer. Even though being a high school teacher, he chooses to be our soccer coach.
I started coaching because I'm a teacher and I absolutely love sports. Sports are an extension of the classroom. I enjoy being able to teach things on the field that you necessarily can't learn in the classroom. Other life skills.
Not just having the right mindset, but having other skills are key to soccer.
I think the right mindset to work hard. Also, as far as soccer goes, the ball control is huge in the game of soccer. So, I believe the key to success in soccer is working hard every single day on and off the field and getting better day by day. Take it one day at a time.
Other important aspects of soccer to Farringer are
is mind over matter, control the things you can control. That's your attitude, being respectful, being responsible, discipline, your work ethic, as well as communication.
Why are some of these your goals?
Because I think this is part of my coaching philosophy, because I believe that these are all life skills that are very important when you get out into the real world and want to make a positive impact on society.
some goals Coach Farringer had for this year are
to be competitive in every aspect of the game and to compete to the best of our ability and work hard.
Good luck to those guys. Hopefully we will be hearing about some more spring teams soon. Here's a bit of sports trivia.
Earlier this year, Zuri surveyed the high school students for the best car in the parking lot. Here are the results.
I'm here looking at the LCHS parking lot where hundreds of students and staff park. I recently sent out a form to see who has the best car in the parking lot.
Students submitted cars owned by Brody Peterson, Jason Okadal, Madison Cook, Sam Vigil, and Leo Pangelina, as well as these named cars: the MJJ, Mally the Malibu, Kenny the Kia, Shaggin' Raggin', Cherry Bomb, Tori the Taurus, and Paula. Students voted who they thought had the best car. The student with the best car is Jersey Nelson in her car Cherry Bomb. Evan Jalus's car Kenny the Kia followed close behind. Congrats to Jersey Nelson and everyone else who put their car in.
That is one sweet ride. Speaking of rides, Max recently interviewed Cody Kellen about how to become a bus driver.
Lamar's community is always looking for additional bus drivers. Cody Kellen, transportation director, tells us how to become a bus driver.
First step with becoming a bus driver is to apply. We always have it open on the school district website. Once you apply, you'll go through a background check and an interview with me. If we decide to hire you, we'll start training you to get your CDL. You have to have your Class B CDL with a passenger and school bus endorsement. Passenger school bus endorsement, and we will work with you through that. And then there's a online class you have to take and a mandatory reporter class you have to take.
Sounds like every
About 66 million tons of pollution is produced each year in the United States alone. In addition, about 99% of the land in the world is exposed to levels of pollution.
Dude, littering is not cool. You should recycle this.
All right, man. I get you. I'm sorry, Earth. I won't litter anymore.
Save our Earth. Don't litter. Last week, Levi Snetcher with cameraman Josh and David surveyed students with would you rather questions.
What would you do if you only had 24 hours to live?
I'd probably play Fortnite, get a couple of doves, and then go to Walmart and get me some chips.
What kind of chips?
Probably Doritos, maybe some Oreos.
What flavor Doritos?
Nacho ones, the normal ones.
Trash. Get out of here.
I'd grind a lot of COD Zombies, that's for sure.
Valid.
I would spend all of it with my family and enjoy it.
What would you do if you dropped your phone in the toilet?
I will pick it up and I'm gonna all the water out of it.
I'd probably cry and then put it in rice to fix it.
Good answer.
I'd get a new phone.
What would you do with your old phone, though? Would you, grab it or just leave it there?
I'd flush it.
What if it don't fit?
I'm grabbing it, honestly.
What would you do if you won the lottery?
Buy a whole bunch of clothes.
Why?
I don't know. Just 'cause.
What if you go broke and then you have to sell the clothes?
Then I guess I have to. I don't know. Yeah. I'd spend it all on food.
What food? Like fast food, junk food?
McDonald's and Bob's.
What would you do if you found out you could talk to animals?
Honestly, if I found that out, I thought it'd be pretty cool, but then it'd kind of be a little dumb.
Which animal would you talk to first?
I might ask my dog something. I don't even know what I'd ask him, but probably my dog.
I feel like it's just be a really cool thing. You get to find out how they think and how they react to certain things. Just their habitat and environment is way different than ours. So you just get to ask questions like that, I guess. Yeah.
Which animal would you talk to first?
A lion.
Why?
Because I'm a lion.
Probably tell all the pets to revolt against their owners. Be pretty funny to watch.
True. What specific animal would be best to revolt with?
I feel like probably goldfish. They probably are really angry that they're trapped in those tiny little bowls.
Many people around the world celebrate St. Patrick's Day on March 17th. Did you know there are certain sayings that describe something that are Irish? Do you know what they mean? Well, here's one more that most teachers would like. May coffee be strong and your Monday be short. Have a happy St. Patrick's Day.
Before we finish, here's a few announcements.
Have a great week. Thanks for watching.